Hi, it's Dave. Welcome to a live stream. So last night, the Chosen Ilbo, a South Korean newspaper, claimed that Tesla and Toyota are in final stage talks that could result in a major partnership to make a new compact electric SUV. Now, the article claimed that actually Tesla and Toyota are working together. They're in the final stages of negotiation, and that the result could be actually a new electric SUV platform that's built with Tesla's tech, but also with Toyota's supply chain. And it sounds kind of interesting when you first hear it, but I'm going to take a deeper look into this, kind of poke some holes, and give a different angle on what I think a Tesla and Toyota partnership could look like. Now, we know that it's not the first time that Tesla is partnering with another company or another car company, to say the least. Back in 2012 or so, Tesla partnered with Toyota to release the electric Toyota RAV4, which is built on Tesla's powertrain. I had a couple friends actually, buy that car and they liked it. However, it was kind of a compromised car because it was built on kind of Toyota's kind of platform of their RAV4, but it was built with Tesla's tech. It's kind of confusing. Another partnership was with Panasonic. And Tesla and Panasonic entered a joint agreement where they built the Nevada Gigafactory, and Tesla and Panasonic have been building batteries ever since. Another partnership that hasn't gotten a lot of press has been the partnership with Mercedes Daimler. Several years ago, Tesla produced the Mercedes B-Class electric vehicle. And it was kind of a car. I'm going to show you guys actually a look of what the B-Class looked like. So it was kind of a subpar car, more of a compliance car that was discontinued in 2017. Wasn't very exciting of a car. And here's the Toyota RAV4, the car that I talked about. Now, what's interesting about all this is I had a chance actually to talk with a Tesla exec back in the day, right after the Tesla electric RAV4 kind of went into production. It was selling. And this is like probably 2014 or so, 2015. And during the conversation, I learned several things that the Toyota Tesla relationship with that joint project was contentious a bit, and there's a lot of tension in that relationship. And the reason being was this Tesla kind of exec manager person kind of actually, I won't go into details on who the person is, but he was saying that Tesla's engineering tends to push the envelope. They tend to be kind of aggressive in their innovation, what a car can do. But Toyota's engineers were super cautious, right? They're just, and in Tesla's view, kind of overly cautious. And in Toyota's view, Tesla's engineers are just kind of out of control, wild, right? And overly risk-taking. An example was given to me where there was something with the driving dynamics and mechanics of accelerating and braking. And Toyota wanted this extra check in the process, but Toyota wanted an extra check in this the acceleration braking process, but Tesla engineers were completely flabbergasted because they're like, that is completely not necessary, right? Like that's 0% chance of it helping the process. But Toyota engineers were insistent on adding this extra check that added just an immense amount of complexity. And because Tesla wasn't owning the complete experience, the complete process, it was actually Toyota's car, they had to give in to Toyota's engineers and what Toyota's engineers wanted. And so they kind of produced a product that was kind of Tesla's product with the powertrain, but it was super customized to the overly cautious kind of whims of Toyota's engineers, which slowed down Tesla's engineering and team tremendously. And it wasn't really a product that, let's say, Tesla was completely proud of. I mean, it was a great product, but it wasn't a Tesla car. When I look at and think about that partnership that Tesla already had with Toyota back in the day, we're looking at Tesla right now as a car company that's not new to partnerships. Like this isn't a new thing, Tesla has created vehicles with Toyota and with Daimler already. Tesla knows what they're getting into. And so the question we need to ask when we hear about partnerships, let's say Toyota and Volkswagen, or Toyota and or Tesla and VW or Tesla and Toyota is we need to ask, how can this partnership be a win-win, right, for it to work? So let's look at the angle from Tesla. What does Tesla need from Toyota? And if you think about it, Tesla doesn't really need much from Toyota. Toyota has a supply chain, right? They're a massive, company that's moving, 9.3 million cars a year, I think. But in another way, Tesla is already remaking their own supply chain, and probably even better because Tesla has the gall to remake parts that they think are more expensive, that the supply chain is not really delivering great value and performance with. And so Tesla is building, I think, the next generation supply chain. I think it'd be a step backwards to really try to rely on the Toyota supply chain. Furthermore, Tesla has the powertrain, batteries, they got the motors, they've got the software, they got the full self-driving. So what is it about Toyota that Tesla would really want? I'm going to answer this question in a bit. Now let's go to the other side, Toyota. Toyota now, it's more straightforward. Toyota is lacking in electric motors, powertrain technology, batteries, autonomous software, electric charging, supercharging. So there's a ton of fields that Toyota, right? They've been sleeping on the job basically, right? And now they wake up, let's say 10 years kind of too late, and they're like, hey, who can help us out, right? They're laggards. The question though with Toyota is, how serious is Toyota right now? Are they really serious to completely upend their company and really make a big bet? They've lost a tremendous amount of time by betting on the wrong thing, right? They were betting on the hydrogen fuel cell. They're betting on IC cars and hybrid cars rather than going fully electric. And my suspicion is that Toyota still is not serious enough yet. They still have a so-called great IC business. They're making money. They're not in that position of pain, right? That desperation where they really are trying to save the company. And I think until they get to that point, it might be difficult for a company like Toyota to really take a partnership seriously. All right, if Toyota was to become serious, what could a partnership with Tesla look like? So in my opinion, Tesla lacks batteries, right? This is the limiting factor. Tesla's driving down the cost of batteries. They're increasing production, but they can't keep up. That's why, and it's the biggest reason why they're not able to put out this Tesla Semi in volume yet. And they're going to have a ton of battery needs with the Tesla Cybertruck, the Tesla Model Y, and the upcoming Tesla Model 2, or the $25,000 vehicle. So in my opinion, I think whatever partnership arises, it's going to be hard for Tesla in the next few to several years to really supply powertrains, right, or drivetrains, the battery packs, right, all of that. In my opinion, the best thing or the easiest thing for Tesla to partner is for Tesla to license Tesla full self-driving. The reason is because Tesla full self-driving is largely a software issue. Tesla has invested, millions of dollars, thousands of people's work, and has accrued a clear advantage in software and in autonomous driving and the path to autonomous driving. And so what Tesla could do is possibly Tesla could license their Tesla full self-driving, let's say, to Toyota. What Toyota would do on their part, they would retrofit or outfit their cars, or all of their cars, let's say, with the right cameras, and perhaps also include the computers, right? The full self-driving computers in their cars as well. Now, here's how it could work. Tesla could take a 50% take on the cost of the option, the full self-driving option that a Toyota customer pays for. So let's say the Toyota customer pays for full self-driving, it's $10,000, or later it's $20,000 or something. Toyota would give half to Tesla. So let's say if it's $10,000, $5,000 would go to Tesla, and $5,000 would go to Toyota. So win-win there, right? Toyota gets a huge markup. It's a huge margin, right? $5,000 on a car that Toyota gets to keep, gets to pocket, and Tesla gets to pocket another $5,000 per Toyota car that Tesla isn't even manufacturing. So it's a whole new revenue stream for Tesla to get into, and it completely revolutionizes Toyota's margin and business model and unit economics. And what's even better is if as Tesla full self-driving gets better over time, then they can actually increase the price. So let's say in a few years it's $20,000, Toyota gets $10,000, and Tesla gets $10,000 for each car that Toyota sells that the customer pays for the full self-driving option. In addition to this, what Tesla could do is they could insist that all cars the Toyota cars enabled with full self-driving that are put onto the Tesla network, the Tesla gets to keep all of the profit in the Tesla network. So in other words, to keep it simple, but also to make it attractive to Tesla, Tesla will keep all of the Tesla network profits for any full self-driving car that Toyota has enabled right on the Tesla network. So in my opinion, that makes the most sense in a Tesla-Toyota partnership. The batteries just aren't there right now, right? Tesla doesn't need the supply chain and parts of Toyota, whatever. What Toyota needs, I think, full self-driving. They need to make the big jump to autonomous driving, and Tesla can provide that. Now, there's an interim step where it's like, okay, you don't want to put full self-driving, let's say, perhaps on non EV cars, non-electric cars. They just aren't as efficient, right? So um, Toyota will need to transition their fleet or build up a fleet of electric cars, maybe put on the Tesla full self-driving on that. In order to that, maybe Tesla can get involved with some more licensing plays. Maybe Tesla can actually license the architecture of their battery pack, cell to pack, and maybe even they can license the whole gigapress, right? The pressing of the whole rear casting and front casting, and they can license the machines actually to Toyota for Toyota to make that. So imagine that Tesla licensed, the whole plans, architecture, the gigapress machines, all that stuff to Toyota, so they can make actually electric cars faster, and then they license on top of that Tesla full self-driving for a profit share. This could be a huge, interesting thing where Toyota can benefit, Tesla can benefit, and the overall mission of transitioning the world to sustainable energy could benefit as well. All right, hope this video has been helpful. I just came back from a 5-day hike camping trip, and I'm excited for this week. Got some cool interviews. Later tonight, I'm talking with Emmett Peppers. And I've decided to try to put out some more shorter videos to kind of give my thoughts on different topics that I think I can add value. Anyways, I hope you guys have been well, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks.